All right, so for my project, I'm gonna be talking about the microbe I created. So I titled it Aedes aqua impetus. This is a gram-negative bacteria that originated in Minneapolis, Minnesota's Minnehaha Creek. And due to the origin of where it grows and an indication of one of the processes that it'll experience in the human body, the name is based on this area and it translates to miniature water attack. If the water within the creek is consumed, the microbe will enter the stomach and settle within the mucosal tissues of the stomach. The body would then go through a series of processes to effectively shrink the tissues, preventing water absorption, then resulting in extreme dehydration and eventually death. The symptoms include headaches, rapid heartbeat, excessive thirst, diarrhea, dizziness, and syncope. Due to the lack of antibiotics that cure this infectious dose, it includes an antibiotic resistant gene. So antibiotics are not very effective at treating this type of microbe, and death typically occurs within 4 to 5 days due to a lack of water in the body. Specifically, we can look at the structural features then. It is about 8 micrometers in length, and this is with a standard range of bacteria. The gram-negative bacteria have a peptidoglycan cell wall that measures between 1 to 3 nanometers in thickness, and this is the same for the microbe I have looked at. And when the bacterium begins to divide and form within the human body, this can be seen, and it is a unicellular organism, meaning that it's made of just one cell. Then moving on, looking at the genetic information, the bacterium has a number of genetic characteristics that aid in transferring genes and surviving in host systems. Its chromosome is a single circular strand of DNA wrapped around simple protein molecules in a case-knit nucleoid, and it includes 101 genes inside the nucleoid. Each of the genes is a short section of DNA and instructs your body cells to produce unique proteins. And then moving on, looking at the interactions within the immune system, we can see that it is a true pathogen, meaning that it induces illness in the people who are healthy and immune. This infectious bacteria can cause disease, whether or not anyone has any underlying conditions. And it has a very low infectious dose, which means that an infection may be caused than even a small number of bacteria entering through consuming some of the water. Looking at some of the special features of it. So the Minnehaha Creek is a freshwater creek, which serves as a reservoir for the microbe and is a source of the bacterium. This is another reservoir that A. impetus will persist in by gaining energy from its surroundings until absorbed into the human body and into the stomach tissues. And it is a free-living extracellular pathogen, which means that once it's consumed by a phagocyte, it cannot survive. But yeah, and then we'll touch a little bit on energy source metabolism. Overall, it uses aerobic respiration to make ATP. It is a mesophile. Its optimum temperature is between 20 to 40 Celsius, and it uses photosynthesis to gain and produce energy. So that's about it for my microbe. Hope you guys enjoyed.